Hey everyone and welcome back. Before we look at a practical example of the difference between an RPA and an Agentic AI, let's first try to understand the super basic and super important terminologies that we need to be clear, we need to have a clear understanding of, so that once they are referred in the subsequent lectures, we don't get confused on what am I trying to say, right? So the first terminology that I would like to highlight is agents. Right? And agents are nothing but an AI software that performs tasks autonomously. Right? It perceives the environment, processes the input, makes decision, and then takes action to achieve the objective. So how is it different from a traditional software? The traditional software will generally follow a predefined instruction, whereas the AI agent, they can adapt and learn from experiences, right? And this ability allows them to handle complex real-world scenarios. The next term that we would be using quite frequently is environments, right? An environment includes everything that an agent interacts with. So suppose all the data sources, the user inputs, the other systems, etc. Right? The complexity and the variable of an environment will directly impact how well the agent performs. All right. And the next thing that we would look into is autonomy level. Now, not all agents that we would be creating or using would be autonomous, right? There would be around 5 level of autonomy, each representing an increasing ability to independently act and handle complex tasks. As we progress in the AI development, we will aim to create the agents with higher autonomy level to enhance the efficiency and the intelligence. The next thing that we'll be talking about or we need to know is decision loops. So the AI agent follow a decision loop, which is also known as perception, reasoning, and act. Right. So what is this loop? What is perception? The agent gathers data from its surrounding. Then in the reasoning, it processes the data to make decisions, and then it takes action on top of it, which affects the environment, leading to new perceptions, right? And this would be repeated continuously, allowing the agent to refine over time. All right. So these were, some of the definitions that we would be using, and you must have understood that these are, the basic definitions which, or the key terminologies which you should know, right? And then there are some frameworks that we would be using for sure. Now these frameworks are generally, you will use Python, which is the go-to programming language for any AI development. If you don't live under the rock, you know this, right? And then TensorFlow, of course, developed by Google, open source machine learning platform, widely used for training deep learning models, and has multiple good community support, basically, right? Of course, PyTorch, another very popular machine learning library, which is used for dynamic computer graphing. It provides basically dynamic computer graphs, great for research purposes, has a lot of real world applications, has a lot of NLP and vision applications in PyTorch, right? Of course, Hugging Face, transformers, we have already covered transformers in the previous series. And then you will why Hugging Face? Because you will have a lot of pre-trained transformers from the text, images, audio tasks, and this will, you can seamlessly integrate with TensorFlow, PyTorch, and other libraries, right? Which makes it a key tool for AI development. Now, of course, LangChain, because it has been designed to integrate large language models into the real-world applications. Therefore, it would be very beneficial for something like chatbots, or if you're doing some kind of document analysis or something, right? Then, of course, last but not the least, we would be using FastAPIs. When it comes to building AI-driven APIs, FastAPI is generally the way to go, right? It's fast, easy to use. It auto-generates interactive documentations. The AI services development itself is a very breeze when we are using something like FastAPI, right? So these are some of the foundational tools that will help us implement agentic AI in future modules. And yeah, so I'm excited about using these tools in the subsequent lectures. Share it with someone who might need it. Thank you.